the big boys like Meta, Facebook, right? They are going to go along this path towards that because eventually the world, we may very well go into chaos and we may very well be living in this metaverse and spending our Bitcoin in the metaverse.
Yeah,
right?
I can see that. Right, Herbert, let's do this. You can start with a question and then we'll just have a random chit chat.
Wait, I asked you the question?
No. You can pick a question from the box.
Oh, from the box.
And then so what's the most you've profited from a single trade? Oh, Bitcoin man over here.
Okay, so this question is very controversial in a sense because if you're in 2010, right, and then you make example just 100 Bitcoins, you made it from a trade. In the day, it would be like $500,
Yeah,
right?
it's
But
true.
today, that 100 Bitcoins will be,
Yeah,
astronomical.
a lot.
So
Yeah,
it depends on the time, you know?
Very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends on the timing of when you bought and when you probably haven't even sold yet, I'm guessing.
I can't say too much.
You're like, there's some Bitcoins there, I think. You're wearing the Bitcoin jacket, so
Yeah.
there must. And how is life going? How are you enjoying this Bitcoin wave?
So just today, just last night it was 81,000, the Bitcoin price. This morning we woke up 89,000, right?
It's
So
insane.
the Bitcoiners, the Bitcoin maxis, look at that. That's how you're going to be dressed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I definitely need one of these jackets. Oh, I'm hosting Bitcoin Mina. I feel like I
Okay.
need one of these for working on stage. They're great.
You know what? I could actually loan one to you, just drape over you, have
Yeah.
a nice dress underneath and drape this.
I think it's a great
Yeah.
idea. I absolutely love it. And what are your predictions then for the end of this year?
The way I see it is there's a massive de-dollarization happening. Okay, and what we're seeing is a move towards traditional gold. Okay, in fact, gold prices have easily rose over 30%. Right, so when like a revaluation of gold happens, what is going to happen is digital gold that can transact cross-border is going to price like crazy. For example, Bitcoin right now, 80,000, it's still super cheap. It could easily be $1 million. That's how I see it. Yeah.
I think people also don't realize as well the fact that we have a finite supply of Bitcoin is why it's so valuable, because there isn't much in circulation. Really, ultimately, gold, you can keep mining, but our Bitcoin, there's a finite amount of Bitcoin.
You are spot on. Okay, so Bitcoin, there's only 21 million Bitcoins ever. Actually, millions of Bitcoin have already disappeared over the years.
Yes.
And our founder, Satoshi Nakamoto, has never moved the 1 million Genesis Bitcoins, right?
Yeah.
So that leaves us only with the remaining 70%. And we're looking at around 10% that haven't been mined yet, right? So yeah, we'll see where it goes.
It is very exciting, very, very exciting. And what's your plans for going into next year? What are you going to be doing? Are you going to keep investing in Bitcoin? Are you diversifying at all?
Let me just give a quick share of all the
Yeah.
crypto OGs that I know. A lot of them have disappeared into the background. They have made their Bitcoins into shadow money liquidity, right? Investing into different crypto exchanges and projects, what have not. For myself, I invested into transhumanism technology, such as neurochip.com and geneticstechnology.com. Look it up. So I will have news in the months to come about the latest cutting edge technology that the world has not seen before. So neurochip, we're talking about Elon Musk,
Okay,
Neuralink,
yeah.
right? So for my side, we have right now what we have is a helmet that can actually communicate with the computers, any electronic devices.
Wow.
So at this point, Elon Musk is still, it's just playing computer games with it, moving
Yeah.
mouse. For us, we are really communicating with it without having to do an intrusive surgery.
Okay,
right?
so you can just put on the helmet.
Yeah, just helmet and you can communicate. Why do you need a surgery and possibly, injuring your brain
Yeah.
and becoming a paralytic? Why? Right? So we don't want to go there yet. So what we do is we have this helmet till the technology catches up.
Yeah.
And then that's when it's okay to actually implant into the brain. safe to implant in their brain.
So for now, the helmet, and then will you be utilizing cryptocurrency as well as payments that you can use through this helmet?
Very good question. So now we have seen a lot of games, movies, I would say, like Ready Player One, where you wear this helmet, you lock into the game, right? And you can actually use play to earn, for example, right? So you're making money in that metaverse. And that's what I see. The big boys like Meta, Facebook, right? They are going to go along this path towards that, because eventually the world, we may very well go into chaos, and we may very well be living in this metaverse and spending our Bitcoin in the metaverse.
Yeah,
right?
I can see that.
Yeah, that's the dystopian future. And the thing now is there are many fractions of the Bitcoin OGs that have moved into such transhumanism angle to build on those technologies. So right now at the conference, we're only talking about AI, but AI is just a subset of transhumanism.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much potential.
So much to talk about this.
And I say it all the time, that we're living in a digital era. This is so early on. We've only had the internet for what, like 25 years now? So what is the next 1,000 years of this digital era? It's going to rapidly change. We're going to have so many different aspects. And definitely this is going to be a huge part of it. It's not just AI is a small part which can be utilized for development and creating different projects, but it's actually so much more involved in the technology as well.
Yeah, you're right. So whatever we are experiencing now, it's all about technology enhancing our humanity, right? So we are going into the part where we transcend our humanity through technology and science, to the point that we even go post-humanism, which is you upload your brain on a cloud and you live
can
on
live
the cloud.
forever.
Live on forever. There's a possibility. Or you can even upload your brains, for example, onto a robot and live on forever. There are so many methods, right? Like, for example, you want to keep this beauty for the rest of your life in the next 50 years, looking young and beautiful. The way to go about is you have to tweak your genetics. You have to add a robotic, like a chip to your brain to have super intelligence. So in future, any human that have not done like a half cyborg, for example, or upgrade their genes, they will become useless humans. Useless. Society will outcast them. So there will be, the way I see it is, in the dystopian future, there's going to be three main races: the useless humans, the cyborgs, cybernetics, you upgrade your body with robotics, extra limbs, whatever, even wings. You can fly. Not just your Victoria's Secret fake wings, but wings that literally you can use and fly in the sky, right? Now we're talking about flying cars. Why not have wings on your own back, right? So the future, the possibility is endless. And people might laugh at this right now, but there's already robotic arms like Dr. Octopus, already invented in Japan, right? So if the technology is already here, it's all about mass adoption, mass production. Yeah, so at this point, I believe I know of a few crypto OGs that are all working on this tech. So to the viewers out there, eventually, you're going to be a multimillionaire in crypto. What are you going to use your funds for, right? Besides your good living, you're going to explore something special, and I encourage you to go down the rabbit hole and research about transhumanism. Yeah,
guys, if you want to see me live forever, then help keep donations coming, because this sounds like a great idea. I'm only joking. Thank you so much, Herbert. It's been great seeing you again.
Likewise.
Thank you so much.